Hi, I'm Laura. I'm a second year master's student, and I am going to share with you just an overview of the Notion template that I created for graduate students. So, I created this because when I was starting graduate school, I knew I needed a really robust system to address and keep track of all of the things that I was doing as a graduate student. And after I was not able to find one that had everything I needed, I actually ended up creating my own. This is after a year of refinement and readjustmenting, so I hope it fits all of your needs. So, this is just kind of the general overview. You have a semester overview on the homepage, the academics homepage, and then you have a table of contents that gives you a brief idea of everything that is included in this template. So you have a class database to keep track of your different classes, an academic readings database where you can keep track of all of your assigned readings, your notes, and as well as how you intend to use those readings. The research ideas and interests database that allows you to keep track of any research papers or any other ideas of things you might want to pursue further, whether it happens while you're in class or while you're doing your readings. An academics project database so you can keep track of all of the projects you're currently working on, whether that's conference presentations or essays for classes. A scholars and authors database to keep track of common authors that come up repeatedly, as well as any professors you might be interested in working with, or any academics whose reading you're really interested in just following. All of that can be tracked in that database. The discussions and meetings database, which gives you a space to take notes during any advising meetings, or if you go to conferences, this is a good place to put your presentation notes. That connects to the one below it. I'll skip the terms and concepts for a second. To the publications and conferences, these are both also databases. And so, for example, if there's a conference that you attend, not only can you keep track of what you were presenting as an academic project in the projects database, but you can also keep track of the people you met there, which connects to the scholars and authors database, and keep track of the different notes for the presentations you went to, which is in the discussions and meetings database. I know this sounds like a lot. I will walk you through it, I promise. Then you have, going back for a second, your terms and concepts database to keep track of any terms that are recurring throughout your readings. For example, if you were just starting a program in a field that's fairly new to you, while you're kind of learning the terminology, you can use this to connect different terms to different readings, as well as different projects you're working on. Academic notes, which is where you can keep notes for classes. A task database. So in my personal Notion, this connects to a bunch of other pages filtered out by personal tasks, by professional tasks, based upon my different positions that I hold. But for this instance, you have the option to do all of that, but these tasks are also filtered for this database, specifically academically primarily. And then lastly, you have a weekly planning database, which will give you a space to kind of plan out your weeks, taking into account all this information. So that's the general overview. I know it sounds like a lot. I will walk you through it. We will do a full sample setup here in just a second. So welcome to the academics database for graduate students.